Now I want you to know up front that this is not a business opportunity. I'm not building you up to pull out your wallet to buy into some business. There is no investment here, so you don't have to worry about spending any money. You literally will be paid daily via direct deposit. So what we're doing now is we're seeking honest, self-motivated people who have a desire to work in their own home environment. Now the work is very simple and easy. I'll explain it here in a moment. But every candidate will simply need the following: an internet connection with a computer, an email address or an email account, and a phone. If you have those three things, congratulations, you've met our minimum requirement. So what exactly are we doing? Well, we're working with Instant Rewards, which is our parent company. And on behalf of Instant Rewards, we are working for several Fortune 500 companies. Now, some of the companies you'll recognize readily at a glance, like Walmart, Magic Jack, Privacy Guard, DirecTV, CreditReport.com, Netflix, TurboTax, Blockbuster Video. There's over 50 different companies that we represent, and we partner with these companies to help them bring their advertising efforts into the 21st century on the internet. Now what that means is this: the landscape of advertising has changed dramatically over the last 20 years. Now here's an example of that. You most likely watched the last TV show off your DVR that you recorded, and you fast forwarded through the commercials. That is exactly why we exist. Because you and I do that, advertisers have discovered that they need to find an alternative way to get the message out about their products and services. So what we're not here to do is ask anyone to buy anything. Every one of the companies that you just saw and many more all offer a trial membership, a risk-free opportunity for consumers to try their products and services. You've probably tried services like that before yourself, and you understand that the goal is to give you access at no risk so you can make a full determination if it's a fit for you. When someone decides, yes, I want Netflix, or yes, I want DirecTV or Magic Jack, or whatever they personally choose, it doesn't matter. When they set up the actual trial membership, you will be paid $20 for that referral. It does not matter if the individual buys anything or not, because we're not in the sales department, we're in the advertising department. When someone sees our ad and they take advantage of the trial, we're paid $20. So let's look at a projection of how you're actually paid. Now there's actually a second way that you're paid within our program. So the first way is by someone taking advantage of our advertisements. The second way that you're actually paid is a little bit of leverage by you referring other people to work and do the same thing that you do. Because what we're going to do is set up an incentive system so that you're paid a percentage of the ads that they place because it was you that referred that individual. Now I've been on jobs where I brought people on, I referred them and they got hired, and after their trial period or their temporary period or their probationary period was up, I would receive like a $50 one-time payout for that. Now any production that they did, I never earned anything on. Most companies don't pay you for that, but we do. So I want to show you what that means here. So on one of your ads, you're going to make 20 bucks. Then you're going to make 5% on, let's just say, 2 people that you referred. So you're making about $22 at this point. So on one a week, all right, one a week, which is 4 a month, if you take a look at the numbers, duplicated through the 2 people that you referred, you're now up to $160 a month. Doing 3 a week, you're at $2,112 a month. And then at 4 a week, you're at $4,600 a month. And then 5 a week with no weekends included here, assuming you want the weekends off, you're at about $10,100 in income. Now, let's be clear and let's be real. You're going to have to put forth some effort to make this kind of money. You're not going to make $10,000 a month working 3 hours a week, 3 hours a day. But I want to stress again, we don't care what hours you put in. You decide how many hours you want to put in based upon what you need to meet your lifestyle. So the question is, how hard do you want to work to live financially in a place of comfort that you desire and deserve for your family? So we provide the opportunity. Take advantage of it. I've done my best to make this very simple to understand. So at this point, if you feel that this is a fit for you, here's what you need to do now. Step 1 is to locate this button that you see on the screen and click it. But right above that button is a video you'll need to watch first that explains in more detail what I'm going to kind of give you kind of a briefing on right now. So when you click on that button, you'll see this website of Instant Rewards, our corporate site, come up. All right. You'll basically need to choose how you want to be paid. First of all, whether it's going to be a bank transfer or direct deposit, or through a service we allow you to use called PayPal, which is free. Some people are familiar with PayPal. It's owned by eBay, and it's a payment processor that you can use to get paid on. And that's especially good for people that don't have a bank account. So you can make your choice, and then after that, you put in your email down at the bottom of the screen. You hit next step. At that point, you'll be brought to this page where you'll need to fill in your profile information. Now, you'll need to read the page to make sure you follow our guidelines. No false information, no fraud information. You want to make sure you put in a good address and phone number, no P.O. boxes, only one account per household. Just follow the guidelines there. You'll be fine. If you're on the up and up, you shouldn't have a problem with this. Fill it all in and hit register. All right. Now, once you register, it's going to put you onto our offers page. Now, you're landing on our offers page. This will be the same exact page where the people that you place your ads for will come as well, so they can find an offer. Now, the only requirement that we have is that you yourself pick an offer that you like to try. Now, you're not required to spend any money, but you are required to at least try one of the offers that you're most likely to keep. Most likely to keep, not obligated to keep, but you might want to keep it. Okay? So pick an offer, complete the offer, and then once you do, you have met the only requirement that we have. We just want you to try one of the offers, and you're good to go. As an example, one of the offers you could try is creditreport.com. Once you go through the process, you click where it says click here, it's free. Set up your profile with creditreport.com. They'll give you a free copy of your credit score. Voila, you have met the requirement by using creditreport.com. Maybe you don't want to do them. Maybe you want to go to Blockbuster. Blockbuster has a trial membership program for 2 months that you can elect to try. All right? Sign up for their trial membership, and you're good to go there. If you don't want Blockbuster, try Netflix. It doesn't really matter. The point I'm trying to make is there's a multitude of different offers that you can try. Pick the one that you're most likely to keep, or that you will feel that you'll get the most value out of a trial. Now, the only thing that these companies want us to do is keep it for about 80% of the trial period. So if the offer is 10 days, they want you to keep it to at least 8 days. All right. At that point, you can decide after having it that long if you think it's worth having after the trial. If you don't think so, that's your choice. If you do think so, that's your choice. It has no bearing on your work. All right. Meeting the requirement is simply trying it out. That's it. All right. So now, once you've chosen the offer that you want to complete, you go ahead and complete the offer. Then you can come back to the home page, and you'll notice that you'll be in the green, and green means you can go ahead and start working. So at this point, I want you to find that button that says join the program, watch the video that appears right above it, and then click the button and do your setup process, okay? So I want to be the first to welcome you to the team. I appreciate you taking this time to look at what we have to offer. So go now and start your process, get into the training, get your website set up, and let's get to work, and let's get you your first pay within the next 24 to 48 hours.